Fjallraven Sormland trousers. G1000. It's the regular G1000. It just sort of naturally has its own little wax cotton look to it. I'll come in and show you a couple things. So just below the belt line, we have a little miniature pocket here. It's very small. It doesn't go down very deep. I'm not really sure what that's for, but you know, you want to put some chew in there. That's your business. You can put coins. Slash cut pockets here. These slash cut pockets they're not like absurdly small for your hands here, but they're not big either. So I'd say like average. They're usable. I'm not a huge fan. One of the things I think is kind of neat around the belt line is they have a few of these little bars that are like tacked in along the top of the belt line. And I would assume that's to keep the trousers from dipping below your belt because they're real lightweight. And then on your back pocket here, you have a flap button. Back pocket is typical back pocket size, nothing to report there. On the side here, you got a snap thing of some sort, probably for like holding an axe or hatchet or knife or something. And then there's a pocket here that's real skinny and it runs down this far. You can see where the stitching ends. So it's like for putting the handle of an axe, maybe. I'm not entirely sure what it's for, but I'm sure it's an outdoorsy related use that I'm just not aware of. I believe that they did put some articulation in the knees, so the knees are not necessarily, or the legs are not necessarily straight. They kind of articulate a little around the knee. And then the legs do taper. So I would definitely not say they are skinny jeans or skinny pants, but they're not straight-legged. So I find them comfortable. I'm very picky about pants. I don't like skinny jeans, and so I find them very comfortable. I mean, they're a little on the trim side, but that's probably what you're looking for in a set of lightweight hiking pants, which I think is probably what these are. I have put a belt around these and worn them with a significant amount of weight around my belt line, and they were fine. I used them in the rain, and actually I went up in the woods and had a fire that left behind a considerable pile of coals. Let's put it that way. Not your typical campfire. And it was dumping rain the entire time. And I wore these and I was extremely comfortable. You know, they're lightweight, so because they're lightweight, you're not going to get a lot of insulation along your legs. But I found they dealt with water excellently and they dry out super fast, which is what you'd expect from something that's 65% polyester. So, well, I can't claim to be the biggest fan of these yet. They're great pants, and I intend to keep them, and I intend to wear them, and I'll be doing a follow-up to this because this is supposed to be kind of an initial impressions thing. So I'm just trying to talk about my initial impressions. The belt loops look like for sure 1.5 inch belt. They might be able to fit a 1 3/4 inch belt. I haven't tried yet. And let's see, what else have I not covered? Oh, button, oh yeah, this is kind of a neat feature. So the button closure on the front is just a 4-hole button here, but they also have a secondary 4-hole button on the inside, so you can actually have 2 buttons to keep your pants up. So if one of them fails, you have a backup. So that's on the inside, that's on the outside. And they're very easy to use too, so if you need to take a leak or take your pants off or whatever, I normally don't unbutton my pants to take a leak, that's what the fly's for, but whatever, you know, whatever your style is. Maybe you're one of those dudes that likes your butt hanging out in the breeze while you're taking a leak like a 4-year-old. Hey man, that's your thing. That's totally cool. But it's just traditional zippered fly. And, you know, it's fine. So really nothing to report here other than so far I'm very happy with them. You know, I wouldn't say that I'm keen on using these as like everyday pants, but I don't really think that was the point with these anyway. So I haven't been on any hikes or treks or anything like that with them yet, but I have used them outdoors in less than ideal conditions, and they work great, and they are super light. I mean, very, very light. And these I'm using as I got them. I did not wax these. I did not do anything to them other than pull the tags off and put them on. So far so good. And Yeah, Sormland. So that's Sormland, and that's Fjallraven. And the overall quality is good. Yeah, and just not what I'm used to. I'm used to much heavier weight things. So it's kind of weird going from cotton and wool to something that's this lightweight, because it feels like it's insubstantial, but it doesn't perform like it's insubstantial. So I'll be wearing these in all kinds of different conditions, not just for outdoor activities. And, and I'll report back on how well the G1000 has held up. I'm still sort of looking for a G1000 jacket, like keeping my eyes peeled, because I'd really like to review that. But, my typical jacket will last. I mean, I have jackets that I anticipate I'll have until I'm dead, and then my son will inherit. Jackets, just even under hard use, at least in my case, tend to last a pretty long time. Pants, though, being a pair of pants is very difficult. I go through pants pretty frequently. As an actual test for how durable and usable G1000 fabric is, I think I'm going to get noticeable results a lot faster from pants than I would from a jacket. So happy to say, though, that these fit well, and so far I'm pretty happy with them. They're just, not necessarily the most comfortable pants, but that isn't a condemnation of Fjallraven or this specific set of pants. It's just that, I don't normally wear outdoor clothing. Most of the clothing I wear is either casual or workwear. This is workwear, right? I mean, it's like a casual version of a workwear jacket. I get a lot of people are into fashion and maybe some of this workwear stuff. Most people I see wearing Carhartt have probably never swung a hammer in their life, not for a second, or they probably don't even know what a roto hammer is, right? Like real basic stuff. So, I'm not nitpicking people. I think it's great that Carhartt's getting a lot of business. That's awesome. And I'm sure that's just as true, if not more true, with Filson, because Filson stuff is so expensive. Like this jacket, right? The average person probably isn't buying it, and certainly not buying it to beat it up on a job site. So Fjallraven's pretty expensive gear too. I got these secondhand, brand new with tags, $50. And I'm pretty sure these are over $150 if you buy them new. So far, I would tell you there's no way in hell I would pay that much money for this pair of pants right here. But for $50, yeah, so far I'm happy with them. So I'll beat them up for a while. You're probably not going to hear anything from me about these for quite some time. I can be very difficult to fit through the thigh. I'm a size 38 waist, and I can wear usually 32 or 34. These are 34s. I prefer 34s, but 32s usually work fine. And all I can tell you is the fit on these is exactly as Fjallraven described. And I'm not uncomfortable. They're not tight around my big fat tree trunk thighs. And you might see me wearing these in other videos that I do. And I already have worn these in the other videos that I've done. So I'm not going to put them on right now because that'd just be weird. But yeah, so that's a quick look at these. And, I'm just going to beat them up. So hopefully I get some results, and hopefully there's somebody who cares. All right.